You meticulously lock the windows at night, check the locks, perhaps even spend a small fortune on alarm systems and security cameras. You do everything to prevent physical intruders from entering your home and stealing your belongings. But what would you do if you became aware that the greatest threat to your family's integrity and sanity is already freely roaming your hallways? Worse still, what would you do if you discovered that invisible armies of protection and immeasurable strength are waiting outside, completely barred from entering your house due to the silent choices you make every day? We have been conditioned to see a home merely as a structure of bricks, wood, and cement. But the truth we are about to unearth reveals the hidden architecture of your residence. To not miss any of these deep and disturbing investigations into the secrets of the spiritual world, confirm your subscription to the channel right now and give this video a like. Your support is essential for us to keep breaking through the algorithm's blockade and spreading the truth. Ready? Then open your mind to what I am about to reveal. Many people go through their entire lives, from cradle to grave, without anyone explaining the brutal rules governing the spiritual ecosystem of where they sleep and eat. Exorcists with extensive mileage on the front lines of spiritual combat assert, backed by confessions wrung from evil entities under the weight of the Church's authority, that certain homes are viewed by hell as impenetrable fortresses. Evil lurks around them, but cannot find a single crack to enter. And the most uncomfortable revelation of all is this: this shield does not exist because the people living there are genetically good or lucky. The shield exists because there is a strategically positioned angelic military garrison in that territory. But here is the gap that destroys thousands of homes. Angels are not invaders. The Almighty does not force His warriors to enter and patrol environments that have been voluntarily and repeatedly surrendered to the adversary. Angelic activity within your home is not something static, like an energy package that you sign up for and forget. It is highly dynamic. It retreats or advances strictly depending on how you architect the moral and sacramental routine of your home. And it is precisely here that we discover why families that seemed perfect crumble overnight. The enemy does not enter your house with the Hollywood spectacle of doors violently slamming and guttural voices in the dark. That is rare and serves only to distract. He enters with a slow, silent, and devastating grinding. He comes in through pornography, which, according to the greatest experts in deliverance, is not just a moral slip, but an open portal, a direct and radiant entry point for demonic influence that contaminates the psyche of all inhabitants, not just those who consume it. He enters through chronic and unresolved anger, the punitive and resentful silence between husband and wife, the veiled contempt in small daily actions, gossip, and division. All of this exhales a toxic gas in the spiritual realm that directly contradicts charity, which is the very atmosphere where angels breathe and operate. When these behaviors settle in, the invisible guardians retreat, and the borders of the house fall. So, the big question is, how do you rebuild this invisible fortress? The answer lies in using material anchors to hold immaterial realities. A crucifix fixed above the main entryway is not, and has never been, an aesthetic decoration or a superstitious amulet. In the complex theology of spiritual warfare, it is a non-negotiable legal declaration of territorial authority. It informs any entity attempting to cross that threshold that that specific space has been purchased by the blood of the Son of God. The rigorous use of holy water, sacramentals, and family prayer altars, in the words of scholastic theologians, the accidental properties of that environment, immediate forgiveness, relentless combat against secret vices, and regular confession are absolute acts of military hygiene, cementing the cracks through which evil creeps. When you establish this architecture, when you insist on praying the rosary as a family, even when the children are restless, even when the prayer is filled with distractions and fatigue, the cumulative sum of these actions raises invisible walls made of pure spiritual granite. The angels receive the legal permission and the appropriate environment to descend and fight. Evil will continue to attack your doors because it never rests, but the weapons will have no effect. Depression will try to enter, but it will be crushed at the door. Discord will knock, but it will slip outside. You are the chief architect, the absolute guardian of the invisible gates, looking coldly at the routines and secrets of your home today. Would you say you are erecting the thick walls of a fortress, or leaving the doors wide open with a red carpet for your own ruin? Leave your honest answer and your reflection in the comments. I read each one of them